You're watching GTV, and now it's time for this morning's edition with Children's GTV with George Brind and a certain Badger that's coming to Children's GTV for the first time as a special guest today.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Children's GTV. My name is George Brind, and I will be your presenter. And as well as myself, I have a very special guest. This is Badger.
Hello, everybody. I'm Badger, and I'm from Bodger and Badger. Hello, George Brind.
Oh, hello there, Badger. Well, what a coinky-dink, because our first programme is indeed Bodger and Badger.
Yeah, which is basically me.
Yeah, well, let's see how you do in today's episode. This is Bodger and Badger, everyone.
Yeah, enjoy mashed potato responsibly.
Definitely. And that was Bodger and Badger. I hope you enjoyed it, Badger.
Oh, yeah, I certainly enjoyed it. Mind you, that doesn't look a bit like me at all. Because, I never eat mashed potato in all my life. But I do eat some other type of potatoes, such as sauteed potatoes, and even potato chips. That's the one with French fries, isn't it, George Brind?
I think so. Well, I'm not a potato expert, but anyway. Anyway, would you like to know what our next programme is?
Yeah, sure. But what is the next programme anyway?
Well, I'll give you a clue. It is set in the nice, tranquil, peaceful village of Greendale.
Ah, Greendale? What? I thought you meant Bluedale.
Dale. Where our lovable postman lives.
Oh, I think I know what you mean. Greendale. So that's basically Postman Pat, and he's here right now. Well, I'm off to Greendale. See you later.
Oh. Bye, Badger. Bye, Badger. Anyway, this is Postman Pat, everybody. I hope.
Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Early in the morning, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat. Boom, 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 be-dum, dum, dilly-dum, boom, boom, brum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, boom.
Right, take two for Fireman Sam, and action. Oh, and Badger coming from Greendale.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed, Postman Pat. I hope you enjoyed visiting the village of Greendale, as Badger said he apparently would. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. Oh, there you
Here
are, Badger.
I am.
Ah, so you are. Just back in time for our next programme.
Ah, the next programme, eh? Which programme is it at this time?
Well, since we watched Postman Pat, which takes place in the wonderful, tranquil, peaceful village of Greendale,
Yes.
we are moving to somewhere a little more dangerous.
A little more dangerous? What do you mean by that?
Well, let's just say our next programme takes place somewhere where there's lots of fires.
Lots of fires? Oh my goodness!
Badger, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Brind. I didn't mean to fake us. I didn't realise that Pontypandy, is that the place where they have lots of fires?
Yes, it is. So much so that our favourite Fireman Sam, is going to have to do something about it.
Ah, well, thank goodness for Fireman Sam, because otherwise he'll never put out the fires if he's not here, is he?
Well, I think the same applies to any fireman. Anyway, enjoy Fireman Sam, everybody.
Yeah, and make sure you be safe out there, and remember to dial 999 and call for the fire brigade.
Yeah.
Fireman Sam, and his engine's bright and clean. Fireman Sam, you can
And that was Fireman Sam.
Oh, yeah. Now that I understand, why Pontypandy is such a dangerous place. Is it because of one certain naughty boy?
Well, I guess sometimes Norman Price can be a contributing factor to some of the,
What, is he a menace just like Dennis the Menace?
I wouldn't say he was a menace per se, I'd just say that he was a very naughty boy.
Oh, that's what I thought. What about Bart Simpson?
Well, I think Bart is even more rebellious than Norman Price. Anyway, would you like to know what our next programme is?
Yes, that's what I want to know.
Right, well, it's a lovable vintage car who is painted blue and shares the same name as a sweet.
Sweet? I thought you mean blue sweets.
Well, I'm sure there is such a thing as blue sweets, but I'm referring to Gumdrop.
Oh, Gumdrop. I thought you meant bubble gum.
This is Gumdrop, everybody, and I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, and so will I.
And now, away from that lovable vintage car and along to something that is, well, lots of things that are a little more alive.
Ah, well, I am alive because basically I'm a badger that actually talks. I mean, I'm one of the rare talking badgers.
Yeah, I'm also referring to a bunch of vehicles on a certain railway line that have human characteristics and talk and have faces.
Oh, I think I know what that programme is next.
You do?
It's probably Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends.
The one and only. So without further ado, let's go over to the island of Sodor and see what Thomas and his friends are up to.
Yeah, and let's not get any delays and let's get on with it.
And now away from the island of Sodor and over to something a little bit more comedic. Have you ever heard of the Chuckle Brothers?
No, I never heard of a Chuckle Brothers. Is that the one with, Paul and Barry in it?
Yeah, come on, Badger, you must know. You participated on their game show at one point, didn't you?
I think so, but I can't remember the last time I met the Chuckle Brothers.
Yeah, well, this was back when one of them was still alive. Both of them were still alive, yeah. Barry.
So yeah, rest in peace to one Chuckle Brother. And I heard that there's another one that's sadly passed away or something.
Yes, in terms of the main brothers, Barry is the one who's no longer with us, which leaves Paul. And then the other brother that they lost, which was the older one, was none other than No Slacking himself, Jimmy Patton.
Oh, what you mean you mean the person that said, no slacking?
The very one indeed. In fact, yeah. Anyway, let's see what's in store for today's episode of Chuckle Vision. To me, to you. To you.
To George Brind.
To Badger. This is Chuckle Vision, everybody.
Everybody knows Badger loves mashed potatoes. Into shapes and eats them every day. Bodger and Badger, never far away. Bodger and Badger, la 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 la. Bodger and Badger are never far away.
And now our next programme here this morning on Children's GTV is The Sooty Show.
Ah, the Sooty Show. Hey, I think I've heard about Bear before. I heard that he made his own TV debut in 1952. That was before the birth of CITV, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly when he was on the BBC. Well,
Oh yeah, the BBC.
yeah, in fact, I have a feeling that today's episode might look into that. Yeah, this was back when he celebrated his 40th anniversary of his show.
Ah, the 40th anniversary. How old is he this year before we introduce that programme?
Well, the character was created in 1948, which means he may be 70. 1948. He might be 70. Bear me a minute. 76, I think? 76? Yeah, 76.
Oh yeah, 76. Wow, that's a very long time. Yeah, so as George Brind is going to mention, that here we go with today's episode of The Sooty Show!
Yes, indeed, in which Sooty celebrates his birthday, or in this case, his 40th anniversary of the show that began in 1952.
Oh yeah, well, enjoy the show!
Everyone wants to do is say happy birthday. Ooh, what a day. Ooh, what a wonderful day. The one thing that everyone wants to do is say happy birthday to you. Bye-bye, everybody! Bye-bye!
And now our next programme on this morning's edition of Children's GTV will be our last for this morning.
What? Last programme? Why's that, George Brind?
Well, all good things have to come to an end, don't they, Badger?
Okay.
So, would you like to know what the next programme is?
Yeah, sure.
Well, it's Noddy's Toyland Adventures.
Noddy's Toyland Adventures. Oh, what, you mean Noddy, the person that's made out of wood before he became, dressed up?
You could say that, yeah. Anyway, this is Noddy's Toyland Adventures. Enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy.
Noddy, the little man with the red and yellow car. Noddy, his tinkling bell means he's the happiest little fellow in all Toyland. Tomorrow brings for Noddy, Noddy, Noddy.
And that brings us to the end of our programmes here this morning on Children's GTV. We hope you enjoyed them, and be sure to look out for more coming this afternoon.
Yeah, and I'm sure that a certain stranger, who goes by the name of George, well, not like George Brind here, it'll be another George, isn't it, George?
George Buxton is no stranger, Badger.
Oh yeah, George Buxton. Right, okay.
Now, why don't you get going?
Okay then. I suppose I will. And thank you very much for letting me be part of Children's GTV there.
My pleasure, Badger, but all good things have to come to an end.
Yeah, I understand that now, George Brind. Well, it was nice meeting you again.
Yeah, I'll see you later then. Goodbye.
Yeah, see you later, everybody, and make sure you keep an eye out for me this afternoon.
Goodbye, Badger, and goodbye from me as well. And, well, like I said, we hope you enjoyed today's edition of Children's GTV, and there'll be more programmes coming for you this afternoon with George Buxton, but but all good things have to come to an end on my end, so I shall see you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.